Ever pondered how ancient philosophical principles may have shaped the scientific methodology we rely on today? Picture this: Stoicism, a school of thought dating back to the 3rd century BC in Athens, Greece, intersecting with the modern scientific method. An unlikely pair, you might think, but delve a little deeper, and you'll find some striking commonalities. At the heart of Stoicism are several key principles: empirical observation, rationality, objectivity, and a distinct indifference to personal biases. Now, if you've ever peeked into the world of scientific research, these concepts might sound quite familiar. Let's start with empirical observation, a cornerstone of Stoicism that aligns seamlessly with the scientific method. Stoicism teaches us the importance of observing the world around us, of gathering data through our senses to better understand our reality. This empirical approach is mirrored in scientific research, where observations and experiments form the backbone of data collection and evidence gathering. Next, we have rationality and objectivity, two more pillars of Stoicism. Stoics advocate for a rational and objective approach to understanding the world, urging us to set aside our emotions and preconceived notions to see things as they truly are. This mirrors the scientific method, which values objectivity and rationality in interpreting results and making conclusions. But perhaps the most interesting intersection of Stoicism and science lies in the Stoic principle of indifference to personal biases. Stoicism teaches us to remain indifferent to our personal emotions and biases, to strive for a level of detachment that allows for a clear, unbiased view of the world. This principle is fundamental in scientific research, where personal biases can significantly skew results and interpretations. Finally, Stoicism recognizes the usefulness of applied sciences, such as medicine, mathematics, and astronomy, viewing them as valuable pursuits that underpin the Stoic view of the natural world as providentially determined. So, it seems Stoicism has laid the groundwork for the scientific method, doesn't it? But how exactly does this come into play? Well, that's what we'll delve into next. So, stay tuned as we explore the fascinating intersection of Stoicism and science. The Stoic emphasis on empirical observation aligns closely with the scientific method. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, places a strong emphasis on observing the world around us. Stoics believe that by closely examining our surroundings, we can gain a deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. This principle of empirical observation is a cornerstone of the scientific method. In the realm of science, empirical observation involves making careful, objective observations and conducting experiments to collect data. This data serves as the foundation for scientific knowledge. It's the raw material scientists use to formulate hypotheses, make predictions, and ultimately understand the natural world. Stoicism's focus on observation isn't just about taking in the world around us. It's about doing so objectively, without letting our personal biases or preconceptions cloud our judgment. This objective observation is crucial in science, where results must be based on evidence, not on personal beliefs or desires. Observation then forms a crucial link between Stoic philosophy and scientific methodology. Rationality and objectivity are cornerstones of both Stoicism and the scientific method. Stoicism, a philosophy that originated in ancient Greece, places a heavy emphasis on rational thought and objective observation as means to understand the world around us. This perspective aligns closely with the scientific method, which is an empirical and systematic approach used to explore phenomena and acquire new knowledge. The Stoics believed in the power of reason, and the pursuit of wisdom was a core tenet of their philosophy. They advocated for the use of logic and reason to discern the truth, rather than relying on emotions or preconceived notions. This is mirrored in the scientific method, where hypotheses are tested through rigorous experiments and observations, and conclusions are drawn based on the evidence gathered, not on personal belief or desire. In other words, both Stoicism and the scientific method seek to separate the subjective from the objective. They strive for a clear, unbiased view of the world, unfettered by personal bias or emotional influence. Stoicism also teaches the importance of objectivity, of seeing things as they truly are, not as we might want them to be. This is a fundamental principle in scientific research as well. Scientists must strive to interpret results objectively, without letting their personal biases or preconceived notions cloud their judgment. This objective outlook is particularly crucial in scientific studies, where the validity and reliability of results hinge on the researcher's ability to interpret data without bias. The Stoic emphasis on objectivity encourages scientists to remain impartial and to let the data speak for itself, rather than trying to fit the data into a preconceived narrative. The legacy of Stoicism, therefore, is not just a philosophical one, but a scientific one as well. Its principles of rationality and objectivity continue to guide scientists today, influencing how they conduct research, interpret results, and draw conclusions. In essence, Stoicism has gifted science with a rational and objective lens to view and understand the world. It has instilled a respect for empirical evidence and a commitment to rational thought that form the bedrock of the scientific method. This Stoic legacy continues to shape the way we explore and make sense of the world around us, underscoring the enduring relevance and influence of this ancient philosophy. Personal bias can cloud judgment, but Stoicism teaches us how to rise above it. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in rationality and objectivity, has a profound lesson to offer scientists: the art of indifference to personal biases. This is not to be mistaken for apathy. It is a conscious detachment from subjective leanings, a commitment to let facts speak louder than preconceived notions. Imagine a scientist meticulously sifting through data, eyes not clouded by preference or expectation, but open to the raw, unadulterated truth. This is the embodiment of Stoic indifference. It is a shield against the insidious creep of confirmation bias, a bulwark against the temptation to select only the convenient. Stoicism empowers scientists to maintain impartiality, ensuring their personal feelings or beliefs do not distort the research process or the interpretation of results. This Stoic indifference is a beacon guiding us towards the objective truth. While completely eliminating bias may be a Herculean task, Stoicism provides us with the tools to minimize their impact on research. So, we've journeyed through the ways in which Stoicism has influenced scientific methodology. We've seen how the Stoic emphasis on empirical observation aligns with the data-driven approach of modern science. We've delved into the Stoic commitment to rationality and objectivity, mirroring the scientific method's quest for unbiased interpretation of results. We've explored the Stoic teaching of indifference to personal biases, a principle that's crucial for maintaining the validity and reliability of scientific research. We've also touched on the Stoic appreciation for the applied sciences, recognizing their usefulness in providing a comprehensive understanding of the natural world. It's clear that while Stoicism and the scientific method are not the same, the philosophical framework of Stoicism provides a valuable tool for scientists seeking to minimize bias and uphold the integrity of their work. Stoicism, then, isn't just a philosophical doctrine. It's a guiding light that continues to illuminate the path of scientific discovery.